Months before the Nuremberg Laws, Nazi Germany passed its very first anti-Jewish decree, and it was a regulation about meat. In April 1933, German officials shut down kosher slaughter nationwide, but the new law never even mentioned Jews. Instead, it just required all animals to be stunned before slaughter. It was a masterclass in legal camouflage. By framing the ban as animal welfare, the regime could claim they were just being progressive while knowing they were striking at the heart of Jewish life. To understand why that was a fatal trap, you have to go back 3,000 years to ancient Israel. Actually, the rule is even older than the nation of Israel itself. It traces back to the story of Noah, where the ban on eating lifeblood was framed as a universal law for all of humanity. Leviticus strictly banned eating blood. In the ancient Near East, neighboring cultures like the Canaanites used blood in magical rituals to contact spirits. By making blood untouchable, the law didn't just regulate a diet. It dismantled a world of freelance occult power and centralized it under one priesthood. So a specially trained inspector used a perfectly smooth, nick-free blade to drain an animal instantly. This specialist, known as a shechet, is more than a butcher. They are a religious official vetted for their ethics. Their blade, the chalaf, is so sharp it's tested against a fingernail before every single cut. If there is even a microscopic nick that could cause a tear, the meat is disqualified. But here is the catch. The ancient law requires the animal to be completely uninjured and intact at the exact moment of the cut. If you pre-stun the animal, it's considered injured. The meat is no longer kosher. This wasn't just a religious preference, it was a social wall. Because you couldn't share a meal with neighbors who didn't follow these rules, the blood ban functioned as a powerful identity preserver that didn't need an army or a border to enforce it. By simply mandating stunning, state officials confiscated those ancient knives and collapsed Germany's entire kosher meat supply chain overnight. They criminalized a religion by regulating a procedure, and that exact same legally neutral loophole? Switzerland actually used it first, banning kosher slaughter back in 1893, decades before the Nazis existed, and Belgium used the identical playbook in 2019, a fight still playing out in European courtrooms today. Supporters of these laws say they're simply protecting animals from suffering. But when the same neutral rule keeps landing on the one practice that can't comply with it, going back over a century, that pattern is hard to ignore.